cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. Black and white, just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. Just black and white. Black and white.
All right, guys. Welcome, and sorry about the brief black screen there. I had a little bit of technical difficulty on my side. We do have Verdict with us tonight for Mobile Mayhem NA. We will have Bobby back for Tuesday, or Thursday, I mean, for anybody that is wondering. And again, sorry about the super late start, but yeah, we'll get into it as soon as we can. We have some great matchups ahead of us tonight for you guys. We have Tribe versus Arsenal to open up the day, so I'm definitely excited about that matchup, Verdict. Anything you're specifically looking forward to tonight?
Oh, dude, this is the premier event right here. This is like the main showdown. Arsenal and Tribe gonna be fighting it out. This is huge. I don't know what the standings are looking like. Actually, I got them pulled up. There's only a 15-point difference in reality. So even if Arsenal was to take this series in 2, it'd be a tied series. Technically, actually, Tribe would be a 105. So they would actually have to take a 2-0 to overcome the champs. But I don't know, bro. I think that we're gonna have a stacked lineup for the night. I know we got this one. We've got who else do we have? I'm looking at F4 and Explicit. That should be a fun one. And I think our last one is Mayhem and Primal. Bro, we've got a stacked Mobile Mayhem NA scene tonight, huh?
Yeah, we definitely do. It is certainly an exciting one. And right off the gate, I gotta say, I am super hyped for Arsenal because they are a team that has had their ups and downs, but have really looked good these past couple weeks, including recently we actually got to... well, me and you didn't, but I think it was on Gil's channel at the time, but I think Arsenal was able to take down Zygnus, so... definitely shows the power that they've been bringing to the table. A big addition to the team has been Wolver, but also the pickup of Saxy. We'll have to see how that works out well for them. He's definitely a player that can compete at the top, but we also see him sometimes struggle quite a bit. So up against a team like Tribe, he's got to bring his A game to the table here.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have some plenty of Sweatfest action going on. Wolver in the mix, Asta, Jingo, Saxy. Is he like a staple piece to their lineup now, or is he? Because I know at one point did he have the name change? Is that right, or did he's always just been Saxy, or did he just get picked up for Mobile Mayhem? What's the rundown of him?
He was dropped from NYSL Mayhem.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I knew they were. I knew he got dropped, but I didn't know if he...
Nova before that.
Yeah. Is he now like part of their starting roster? Because I've seen him with AR multiple occasions. Very talented player.
I do believe that is the case. So, again, he's kind of a little bit on both ends of the spectrum, right? We see him come through and play like just an absolute monster sometimes, and then other days he struggles to get any numbers on the board. So I'm hoping today's a big day for him because they have a really tough challenge ahead of them as well. So yeah, we're going to get into it as soon as we can. It looks like we have all of the players ready to go, so we should be able to fire off into the game for you guys as soon as we can. We did cut it a little bit short, guys. We'll go over the maps and everything when we get through. Obviously, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream that delayed us, but we're going to go ahead and jump into this one. We'll get to the specific details, but we're going to jump on in our first match of Hardpoint Summit.
Yeah, we're going to see P1 opening up here, and Summit map is not the best, but as far as it comes to competitive scenes or competitive gameplay, I think Hardpoint is probably the only viable option. As I say that, I do see Tribe sneak a point on, but a lot of contention coming in. Saxy actually going to clear the hill and rack up some points as Tribe started off with the advantage, and now it's just going to go back and forth as we continue to talk about this map. This map is just so consolidated. It's literally narrow lanes of traffic, and right now the guys over there are putting up a good fight so far. 30 points in the point.
Yeah, Saxy was able to pick up a big kill there. He's got the shotgun in hand, KRM, something we've known him to use in the past, and is something that's a bit stronger this update, just due to some changes to mostly some of the other guns that were strong in the meta. But Fennec, definitely still a strong one to rule the submachine gun feed, and the LMG, the Holger, really solid as well. So definitely be on the lookout for the handful of guns there. We do have Asta picking up one onto Envy, and AR are actually off to a pretty big start here.
When they got the slaying power that Saxy brings to the table, in combination with Jingo Asta's gameplay, it's just an absolute, just a great mesh. The chemistry's there. You got Molly in the mix as well, so a little bit of synergy going on between those guys. Wolver, a new addition, obviously, making his debut into the scene. 8 kills already on the board. He was a new pickup for AR, correct?
Who, Wolver?
Yeah, or I just have not seen him.
So Wolver is formerly Automatic. So if you remember Automatic
gotcha.
from actually I think like the old Arsenal Hammers roster. So definitely a player we've seen before, but it's definitely been a minute as well, and he's come through and been a really solid player for Arsenal as well. You have Band and Parrish popping off a little bit here on P2. Tribe are looking to narrow this lead a little bit. Hopping on up at the map, it does appear we're going to have spawns in control of Tribe, so definitely a big one for them as we move on into our P3 rotation.
Yeah, they're going to need it because right now they found themselves in like a little bit of a gap. Currently, it's only about a 5-point game as P3 is opening up. But I got to say, AR's done very well. They've held their on. They're going to get a little bit of a break here. It looks like Childs is going to be the last one on point. No, we got one more. That's Marshy, the little bandit right here. Saxy's going to find him, and that's going to be a big opening for the guys over at AR, but I don't believe they're going to be able to hold it as I see Wolver making his way back from the catwalk area. So, yeah, I mean, Tribe almost gets taken down off this P3 rotation, but AR with a little bit of contesting definitely opens the door for those P4 rotations to come through a little earlier than normal. As I say that, Saxy's actually spawning on the backside of this tower building, and they might be able to scrap up 12 seconds, but they are definitely going to have to start making those rotations ASAP.
Sorry about the music there, guys. I am indeed a bot. We got it shut off now for you guys, but right now, very even game between Arsenal and Tribe. Tribe on P3 were able to make a really big bounce back, and Marshy's going to get the Goliath called in. Childs is watching the hill with the Death Machine, and this is definitely going to be a rough spot for AR to be in. We do have a couple rockets coming through, looking for the destruction of that Goliath. It's finally going to come through. Wolver picking it up with the Death Machine. Every time I flick to somebody, it's a death, but it looks like Tribe are going to maintain control. And we'll start racking up the score once again. And Molly has a Death Machine of his own. He took quite a bit of damage there from those equalizers before he was able to get the kill. I don't know exactly what happened there, but it does look like Arsenal are here and ready to make the break. And this is a very even back and forth game right now. AR able to close the gap quite a bit, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. We do have the rotation back to P1 here coming up shortly.
Yeah, I gotta make point. AR definitely getting back into this thing, but the utilization of that Goliath is a big questionable. It was literally one shot before it even got into the point. I understand wanting to burn something like that or get it out there. It definitely helped in the break to get into that P4 rotation, which didn't allow Tribe to extend. But where did it really benefit in the long-term game? Here, you could have had this Goliath inside of the top side control, get a trophy system down, get it a little protected. And now we're seeing them struggle to get onto this P1 and get an early break as Tribe yet again taking the lead and running with it as they're 107 and counting. Man, it's just, you burn something like that, it's kind of tough to recover from.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely can be, and we do have a little bit of a break for Arsenal there, but it's quickly just gunfights going back and forth. Jingo does have a pred coming in. I wasn't able to catch where it dropped, but it does pick up the kill onto Envy. And a couple kills coming through for Arsenal, but Tribe maintain enough control to pick up a couple scrap points at the end of this objective, and it's still only about a 20-point game between these two teams. Saxy picking up a couple kills before dropping to Band there. Ooh, Marshy is going to get dropped by Jingo.
We're going to need to see a bit of map control from the side of AR if they want to continue to compete. Tribe just manning this top control area. They've got catwalk covered. They've got a little bit of score streaks to utilize. They've got operators as well. I see a pred missile in Marshy's hand. He's about to burn the Death Machine's going to come in effect in the top side of this building. And this might be where the game ends, as AR is finding themselves on the outside. Tribe continuing to flourish on the inside. This is going to be a tight one, as I see Saxy, Molly, Ingo going to be the last hope for this AR roster. He's going to, get pick up 2, 3, 4 kills on the feed. Jingo, my guy, popping off. Going to catch Paris on the transition. Envy finally going to shut him down, but Asta there to get the refrag. Now the battle for P3 is happening. Asta going to get the initial kill. That's going to open the door. Saxy and Asta are on point. They're going to have to man this point with their lives, as it's getting down to the wire. About 20 or about 16 points actually only Tribe needs, and they can very well get it here on an early break.
Yeah, but there are enough points on the board where AR could potentially hold this spawn, and they could push in to win. We do have Band pushing in behind. It looks like he's going to pick up 1, picks up 2. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get Tribe the anchor. It does look like it is, and this is not looking good for AR. If Tribe are able to make this break here, it could be detrimental, but...
Oh my god.
Oh no, Jingo comes through with a big triple once again. He has been absolutely on fire here today.
He's got 33 kills and counting. He actually spawned all the way on the computer side of the map and made this rotation in. He is the reason why they made that victory happen. That is going to be AR taking a game 150 to 134. Woo! We got ourselves a series here. Tribe down 1-0 so far. AR looking pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta say, I wasn't really expecting such a good performance out of AR, even though we've seen them be really, really strong in the past couple days to a week or so. You know, they found their groove at the beginning of Masters, fell apart a little bit. You know, they obviously opened up with a good game against NYSL Mayhem, struggled a bit thereafter, and have really found their groove these past couple weeks. The pickup of Saxy, I gotta say, pretty solid here today. 26 and 23, he wasn't super positive, but he was able to lock down those narrow corridors for long periods of time. So definitely worked out well for them in that aspect. Jingo, 34 and 28, popped off like absolutely crazy. And I think one of the factors that we do have to consider here is, while this Tribe roster is still very strong, and they may have progressed from the original incident, but we're still down Bolu, who was their primary IGL and an incredibly strong player for them as well. And that is definitely a heavy toll, where we've seen Tribe struggle more in the past couple of weeks than we've seen them all season.
Yeah, and you know, with Tribe being down that one player in Bolo, that's massive. He's not only you know, one of their top slayers, but he's an IGL. He's a leader of the team. He's a staple piece for this Tribe roster. And AR looking as fabulous as they, man, I don't think I've ever seen them play a hardpoint that well. But going back to when the semifinals of a tournament that Gil casted a few days ago, kind of makes sense. They were actually pretty strong there as they took down Zygnus to move on to the finals. Obviously, they weren't able to compete in the finals due to a roster issue, but man, this is coming down to the wire. Tribe gonna have to find a way to take game 2 in order to take us to a game 3, or they're gonna be dropping inside of the leaderboard standings for this Mobile Mayhem season. As Search and Destroy, Firing Rage gonna be the deciding factor. I don't know, man. AR looking pretty sweet right now.
While we're waiting on players to get their classes switched and ready up, we're going to go ahead and throw you guys into the map picks. I know we were a little late on the stream today, and again, I do apologize for that. Obviously, we just came out of our first matchup of Hardpoint on Summit, and as Verdict mentioned, we're going to be going into Firing Range on Search and Destroy. Would definitely expect Tribe to turn things around here, just based on history past. But if we make it to a Game 3, we'll be jumping into a raid domination. So we'll get you guys into the game as soon as we can. Obviously, we're just as excited for the action as you guys. I know you've had a long day today. We didn't actually have a chance to get the EU spawn today. It was a little bit unfortunate. I had some internet troubles, but for anybody that cares or is interested, we will be doing that on Thursday. So it will be a mega long day on Thursday, that is for sure. We won't have Verdict for NA, but He'll be doing EU, and we'll follow it up with the EU spawn. And then we'll be live on Bobby's channel for the usual Mobile Mayhem content. A little bit less body of a host. And we should
look. He's got a little bit more tenure on you, okay? Bobby's a champ. Bobby's a legend, okay? We get it. You're getting there. You're doing a great job. We killing it so far, but I got to talk a little bit more about the spawn for Thursday, bro. We're going to have Gem COD Mobile from Cold Esports. That's right. Cold Esports is back for you guys who follow the EU scene. Has been a staple part of the EU competitive scene for the longest. Well before Nova was around, well before any of those teams who were dominating. That is the core of this EU competitive scene. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. So Thursday's going to be a huge one. Jim's going to be in the mix. It's going to be a phenomenal one. We're going to kick back, relax, enjoy ourselves. It's going to be right here on Dave's channel, following Mobile Mayhem on my channel that day. But I know we're just talking about map rotations. If I'm AR, bro, I need to take a dub here because I'm not taking my chances on pushing this to a domination on raid. I've seen Tri play raid dominations. It ain't good for the other team.
Definitely the case. And speaking of the spawn, we will also have the spawn after NA on Thursday. And I believe we're going to be joined by... why am I drawing a blank? We're going to be joined by Nero from NYSL Mayhem. So make sure you guys come by for that. We do have Asta picking up first blood onto Childs. He's going to go ahead and pick that up with a frag. And that is a actual big advantage that is now given over to the side of Arsenal. Do have Saxy sniping is definitely not what I expected. We've seen Molly sniping for them the past couple weeks, and he's been doing great. It does have the sniper as well, but Saxy definitely more of a shotgun and submachine gun player in my opinion. But we will have to see. Childs being down is huge for Tribe too, because he is their key sniper as well. So
he not only that, but you know, it kind of halted this this bomb progression on the B site. Now it looks like Tribe is going to make their way over to this A long site. Molly going to be there in Armory to contest, but I don't think he's going to be able to prevent this bomb from being planted. As a matter of fact, Marshy coming through with the cheeky shots clears out Armory, giving Tribe a one-man advantage. And with about 35 seconds on the clock, we're going to see if the guys over at AR are going to be able to recover from it. Doesn't look like it, as, oh my god, that opening frag did nothing for AR. Tribe reestablishing themselves here in the Search and Destroy, as only one dropped and everyone else just kind of picked up the pieces.
Yeah, it was a great start for Arsenal, especially coming off of their hardpoint win, but line them up, knock them down. Marshy and Parrish really just knocked through that lobby. We do have Molly once again sniping, looking for the A side angle, but I don't think he realizes that nobody's home. Saxy is going to pick up one onto Band. He has the shorty as a secondary. That is an incredibly potent sniper secondary. Gives you that close range viability. Unable to find the shots onto Parrish. He's going to get slid on by Envy, and what was looking good for AR once again, another big opening pick, is quickly going to swing in favor of Tribe, who now have the 3-2 advantage, and Arsenal found themselves in a little bit of a corner here.
Yeah, Tribe playing this almost like perfectly precision. Like everything that they are doing, they drop a player, they recover themselves. Parrish and I believe it was Childs ended up picking up 2 big frags in order for that bomb to go down. We're going to see the push come through from Wolver, the smoke, the company with it. And now we're going to see this cubby get cleared. That's going to leave Childs in a 1v2 scenario with a little bit of time on the clock. They're going to have to find him now because literally he can play time. Oh, man, 8 seconds. Wolver going to be weak. Wolver going to be able to get the defuse. Well played. Well disciplined. That was a phenomenal round that could have gone in Tribe's way if Wolver and who was that was still alive? Was that Molly? Yeah, if they wouldn't have played that so well.
Yeah, definitely a big game for AR there, because again, it was starting to fall apart once again, and they were able to clean it up, thankfully enough, but it is still going to be anybody's game right now. 1-1 tied up. We have no first blood, but we have a very aggressive push from Arsenal there to counteract Tribe, and oh my goodness.
Wow, that's a flawless victory there.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy round on the hands of Arsenal there.
Yo, did Arsenal take any damage that round? I didn't even see any of their health bars go down. That's wild. That's not typical Tribe behavior. We're getting into this 4th round. This is starting to get to where AR is just starting to find their groove. This might be where Tribe needs to reevaluate their strategy here, as we're going to see another 5-man push down this back or A long area. Envy going to be leading the pack, bomb in hand. Down goes the bomb, but Wolver going to find first blood. 2 as he takes down Parrish. He gets Envy as well. Marshy finally there to nerf him, but he's going to be instantly taken down. That's going to be another round in favor of AR, who are playing this search and destroy much better after that first round.
Yeah, it would definitely be wild to see Tribe go down 2-0. I mean, Arsenal have been playing really, really well, but, I mean, this is still Tribe we're talking about. And even without Bolu, they were able to come through and win Masters. So this is not a pushover team by any means. And Arsenal starting to look more and more like a top 3 contender. Also, for anybody who's asking, because people are asking me in DMs, for whatever reason, YouTube has decided that your first stream, you are not allowed to turn chat on.
Wow.
So I don't know why, but that is why there is no YouTube chat, if anybody is wondering there. Another very, very fast round for Arsenal. What is going on here?
Are we gonna see an Arsenal 2-0 here? My guy Asta just popped off and dropped 4 in that round. What is going on? They look like fish out of water at the moment. And that's not, I mean, I get it. Like the first game on, the Hardpoint, it was close, it was sweaty. It got great. This game is looking a bit different. We'll see how it pans out here as we're flipping sides now. Molly and Jingo are going to pick up 2 big ones, a 2-for-1 trade as Wolver is taken down for this Arsenal roster. They're going to make their way down to this A bomb side. Jingo going to go ahead and waste no time. They want to go ahead and clip it. No, Parrish catching Molly slipping. That's going to be Parrish with their 6th. Saxy going to get secluded here. 2-1 ordeal. Saxy going to get taken down. Marshy just 2 OP at the moment. And now 30 seconds on the clock. They only have to take down 2 more players. We'll see if they can do it. Jingo actually going to be the last one. This is going to be a tough spot.
And that is going to be the defuse coming through. Tribe clutch that roundup, even though once again, it started looking very, very heavily in favor of Arsenal early on. Marshy had a great rotation all the way around backside. Obviously, he knew at that point that they were pushing A, not B. And he was able to get that clean pick onto Saxy in the top of wood. So definitely going to be keeping an eye out for that. We're going to go ahead and hop over to Band, who looks like he's about to be in a pretty big gunfight. He's going to find one. Childs gets the other. Band and Childs both find a double verdict. What a play. And that is going to leave Saxy alone once again. Parrish going to pick up that kill there, and Tribe are back in this one.
They are just now getting the steam going. This is a Tribe that I'm used to seeing. They are not any shape, form, or fashion pushovers to this matchup. They know what they're in for. They know what they need to do. They need to find a way to get 3 more rounds here. Take us to a game 3. They don't want a 2. Oh my God, Saxy, what was that? When did he start sniping like that?
I literally just switched over to Saxy as he got that kill. Unfortunately, we didn't catch it, but it is once again Arsenal with the player advantage in this search and destroy. And for anybody joining us late, Arsenal are up 1-0 right now. The scoreboard on top is not wrong. Arsenal have been playing fantastic this past week, and they are not letting up here against one of the best teams in North America. And they may be able to close out a 2-0 victory over Tribe if Tribe isn't careful. Envy was looking for the jump there with the rocket, unable to find it to connect, and Arsenal, they're going to get that A-bomb planted. Tribe are now forced to fight against the clock.
Yep, this is going to be this Tribe team. Can they perform under pressure against a very sweaty AR team who just absolutely brought their A game? Wolver takes down Marshy, leading the pack there as he picks up his 8th. He's going to get slide peek. Oh my God, Child. No. R.I.P., bro. We'll see you next round. And now AR going to be on match point here, looking I can't even. What are we watching here? This is not Tribe getting 2-0'd, right? Tell me I'm wrong.
Look, I'm a firm believer. Everybody that knows, especially everybody that watched. Oh my goodness, Molly. Oh my goodness. That's rough for Childs, but incredible hardpoint game earlier. Incredible search and destroy for them as well. And I'm a firm believer in the Tribe factor, but I don't know if they're gonna have enough time to turn this one around. If they can't pick up 3 clean rounds here, they are quickly going to be in trouble. They're going to walk away with 0 points today, which, if you would have asked me a week ago, I would have said there's no way Tribe takes 0 at all this season. You know, I think even if they lose a match to Arsenal or they lose a match to NYSL, I feel like they at least pick up one of the games, right? And that's just not the case.
You know, I got to say, though, AR playing very disciplined. Even though they had a one-man advantage, they should have push that A bomb site a little quicker. I'm not gonna say that's gonna have any implication on the game. Obviously, Saxy picking up another big frag, but that just shows you how much respect this AR team has for Tribe. They know what's at stake. They know they need these 20 points.
Oh no, you gotta win that one. Fortunately, Parrish is gonna get the refrag. He is getting gunned down a bit here, and it's looking like AR have been able to play time. There's only 10 seconds remaining. Not enough time for them to pick up the kills. Just what did we just watch? There's no way I would have expected Arsenal to be this good, even though we saw how good they were last week. I didn't expect the defeat over Tribe, and if I did, I expected them to pick up at least one game. But man, that's going to be a tough one. That is certainly going to be a tough one to swallow for Tribe fans. I'm definitely ready for chat to absolutely turn on Tribe, who the same people have been rooting them on for the past week or so here. But definitely a great game for Arsenal. You can't complain about that one.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, we're all human. We all can't be on our A game 24/7. Stuff like this happens, obviously this Tribe team has performed week in, week out. Probably the most consistent team I've ever watched. One of the most consistent teams I've ever watched. And to see them drop 2-0, it wasn't even close in the search, guys. At first it was, but AR just, I don't know, they turned the Jets on, just left Tribe in the dust. Today they were the better team. The hardpoint could have swung either way. Obviously, it got down to the nitty-gritty. Arsenal fault. I mean, it was a dogfight. You're on Summit. It's a small, condensed map. It happens. You lose some, you win some, you lose some. In this situation, AR came out swinging in the search and destroy. They take this series 2-0. I am still in utter disbelief. I'm just not believing what I'm watching right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty rough, and we actually even had someone dip on the side of Tribe. Unfortunately, that is not looking good for them. I'm not sure what the case may be, but that is going to be Arsenal picking up the 2-0 win. They'll pick themselves up 20 points. And Tribe, who if I remember correctly, they jumped themselves up in the standings into first place last week when NYSL had a bye. NYSL plays Primal today, and Primal, definitely a team that has found their struggles along the way. So this could be a tie game once again, or a tie season once again between both teams. But that is, again, just absolutely not at all what I expected out of that matchup.
No, I'm right there with you. If you would have told me before stream that Tribe was going to get 2-0'd, I probably would have disconnected from VC and just left until I went to sleep. Literally, after watching it, I'm still not believing it. It's, again, AR just coming out showing that they had a dog in the fight. And that's the kind of team that we need to see on a week-in, week-out basis. And unfortunately, it just wasn't the case before. Now, I don't know what's changed. Maybe the automatic name change was a factor. I don't know. Wolver seems to just fit perfectly into this Arsenal squad, right? That's the only sense that I can make of it. Literally everything was Tribe playing Tribe, doing Tribe things, the Tribe effect coming in to factor. It just, I don't know, man. Things got out of hand, and it got out of hand quickly after that hard point. Well, AR just, Sheesh.
I'm gonna be honest, like looking at the stage 4 lineup that we have, I feel like Arsenal got super robbed. Just based on,
True.
unfortunately for them, the way the brackets played out, which it you hate to see it because I think, especially with a performance like they came through here today, right? Like you look at some of the other teams that made it through stage 4 that had, the glory bracket of having the no-name teams to play against. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. There's going to be tier 1 teams and there's going to be tier 10 teams. Like that's just the nature of the beast when you look at a competitive scene. And unfortunately, I feel like Arsenal got stuck with the short end of the stick because I was already putting them, they're a 5th through 3rd place team in NA, but again with the performance they showed up today, maybe I wasn't giving them enough credit. They're starting to look better and better. Again, they've had some roster changes over the past couple weeks. They have done really, really well in some other side tournaments as well. And they came through with a fire today that unfortunately Tribe just didn't have. And like I said before, I'm a firm believer of the Tribe factor. Tribe are a team that 9 times out of 10 are going to outlast anybody in the long game. But Arsenal came in and closed it out quick, and maybe that's something Tribe have to consider if they're still not practicing / warming up for some of their competitive games.
You can't jump into a game of zombies and expect to be warm after that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care how hard that new Undead Siege is. When you got Jingo in the lobby, you got Asta in the lobby, you got Molly in the building, bro. I mean, I don't know. They got to change something up. After seeing that, the Hardpoint was great, right? But then you go to that Search and Destroy. That's a map that I rarely ever see Tribe drop on. I could have understood maybe a takeoff, maybe a crossfire, but a firing range, absolutely not. I think we're getting ready for our next series, though. What we got, F4 and Explicit?
I do believe that is the case. We have several members of Explicit coming on in, and looks like a couple members of F4 starting to funnel in as well. So we'll get you guys into that game as soon as we can. I think everybody could honestly use a break after that first matchup because that is again, I don't think anybody in chat would have come through and thought Tribe loses to Arsenal here.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, I could have definitely seen it come through with a best of 3, but I would have had all of my money on Tribe to win the matchup today. So I'm glad I'm not a betting man, but yeah, it was definitely an exciting one to watch. And Arsenal, again, a team that I have looked at and said, hey, these guys have a lot of potential. They show up really big one day, and then another day, it's not so great. But the past week or two for them has been absolutely phenomenal. I do believe we had one of our matchups did result in a forfeit today. Maybe the admins can confirm, but I believe we had Strikezone forfeit to ARP. Does look like they confirmed it there.
What is this? Did CoScript change his name? What's that? CoHH script? Is he trying to tell us how to pronounce his name?
It very likely is because I mispronounce his name every single time and call him Conscript.
Bro.
So
CoScript.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, I got you, buddy. CoScript. We'll work on it. I feel like I've been doing better with it.
Look, the only reason I know how to pronounce his name is because back when I played competitively, back when we weren't serious. Literally, it's pretty bad. He actually trowed in for us and ran with us for a few weeks. Absolutely love the guy. He's real chill, down to earth, just an absolute slayer. Definitely looking forward to seeing what he does today in this series. I think I read in chat too. Snipe said they might have to 4v5.
Yeah, I believe. So, yeah, that is indeed what Snipe said, which is pretty rough. But with how F4 have been doing and how Explicit have been doing, I still think this has a lot of potential to still be a good matchup. Unfortunately for Explicit, we are missing out on Solo, who has been that superstar player for their roster that I don't want to necessarily say that he's been carrying them because the rest of the team has also been doing quite well, but he definitely stands out from the pack almost every single game. So, and
Yeah,
unfortunately
Solo.
for F4, some of their roster changes are pretty big too, right? Like the loss of Modzi and I can't think of the other one. Oh man, maybe I can pull up. Let me see if I can pull up last season. I know
Yeah, pull it up
Modzi is one from F4 that had been really good in the past, and there's another player I'm thinking of that I just cannot, for the life of me, think of right now.
Anytime I think about this F4 roster, I think about Ingetic, I think of Modzi. Minwoo, yes! Where is he at? Minwoo was absolutely cracked.
I think Minwoo's on a roster. Let me double check. I could be wrong. I could be totally just dumb here, but I could have swore I saw Minwoo on a roster before. No, Modzi's on Explicit. No, I think Minwoo's underage, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's Modzi that's on Explicit now.
Got it. Yeah, we got some pretty good matchups here. Unfortunately, the 4v5 is where we're gonna see this actually start off on. That's tough, man. I see Lucifer, I see Sunny, I see Solar, Snipes in. I mean, they couldn't get a 6 in, or is this just the hand that they were dealt tonight?
It's hard to say. Celestial, I believe, is their manager, and she's usually in chat, so maybe she can come through with an answer for us. But as soon as we get everybody readied up for you guys, we'll get you guys into the game as soon as we possibly can. I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our draft. And as you guys can tell on screen, we are going to lead today off, at least this matchup off, with Standoff Hardpoint. Our Search and Destroy will once again be on firing range. I'm not going to complain. Beat Summit. So, yeah. And if we do make it to a Game 3, it'll be domination on a Hackney Yard, and it will definitely be a struggle for Explicit. But again, I do typically on the skill side, I would lean towards Explicit in this matchup. So being down a player, it's still very, well, could be an even matchup. It is hard to say. I would definitely say if they're going to win it, it's going to be in the hard point because F4 are a surprisingly good, I guess I shouldn't say surprisingly, they are consistently a good search and destroy team, much more than their respawn, similar to the likes of like an 11T. So it does look like we are going to go ahead and be jumping on into the game. And we'll get you guys into the action as soon as possible. Can confirm it is a 4 versus 5. We are missing out on Solo today for the side of Explicit, as well as Modzi was another. So hopefully it'll still be a good game for you guys. And, you know, ideally we can see a Game 3, or even more ideally we can see a 5th for the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, that would be, you know, an ideal situation. If I'm F4, bro, I don't care who's in the lobby. I'm playing this game as sweaty, on point as I can. I'm not giving Explicit anything to work with here because you give these guys an inch, they'll take a mile. As I say that, they've got 3-4 players rocking inside of the hard point. That's exactly the kind of game that you need to see. As we do see an early break come through. P1 obviously be out in Courtyard. This is my favorite map for any game mode. Search or Destroy, Domination, Hardpoint. It is a phenomenal one. And the map is balanced. The rotations are balanced. The only thing I wish that they would have done is maybe added a 5th point. That's the only thing that I would have changed on this map for Hardpoint in particular. As I say that, we're going to see P2 transitions come through. Solar going to be inside of Granny's here. Not going to be able to get the shots they hit. They're going to have to prevent some rotations here. So I do see some guys from Explicit already in gas station. This actually might be where we can see the guys over at Explicit excel here, as I do see Denix actually already on point here. Not in a position to contest because he doesn't have as many bodies as he needs. But again, that 5v4 scenario is just panning out so perfectly for F4.
Yeah, I mean, right now Explicit have a slight lead, but it is quickly dwindling away as the Anchor position went over to the side of F4 very, very early on in this matchup. We do have a bunch of concussions coming through, but it does look like F4 are in a pretty solid position to go ahead and lock this game down. As I say that, I switch over. Deninx picks up 1, drops to Losty in the lead, now in favor of the side of F4. And I do kind of get the feeling with the way this has gone so far that this might start to just overall be how this matchup turns out. We do have a couple players with the new Dark Aether skin. Verdict, you know probably more than anyone that I am a sucker for the Dark Aether skin in Cold War, and pretty similar skin in COD Mobile at least. Obviously, it's a little less dark, but it's very bright. It's very well done skin.
You know what?
You know what?
It's dark where it matters, bro. Right? It's dark where it matters.
Right.
It looks fabulous. It looks nice, bro. It's a great addition to the COD Mobile skin collection that these guys have. Absolutely looks great. It even looks real good on this new MX-9, which Lossie's popping off with.
Yeah, I've been watching him a lot because he's got it on. I probably should be
exactly.
around.
I couldn't help it, but yeah, just to give you a little bit more light on what Dave's talking about Cold War. This guy has me playing zombies on Cold War for like 8 hours at a time, bro. I literally had arthritis in my hands, dude. I don't know how dude has it. He has almost all the Dark Matter skins unlocked. He is a sweaty Cold War zombies player. Okay, don't let Dave fool you.
Look, catch me in a zombies tournament and we'll talk, but
you would definitely carry it. You would definitely be my first pick if we had a zombies tournament of Cold War.
My multiplayer skills, or Warzone skills rather, have certainly fallen off the wagon from where they would have once been, but definitely an exciting matchup between these two teams. As you can see, F4 are looking to get themselves the anchor here for the Bakery Hardpoint. A couple trades coming through a back and forth. Sped somehow going to make it out alive there. In fact, then he does drop. Deninx coming through with a couple big kills with the death machine there. And this is a big opportunity where we could see the side of Explicit pick up some points. Oh, you gotta dodge that one. As I say that, you know, obviously with the ceiling there, it is a kind of a difficult one to dodge. iOS is going to pick up 3. Going to single-handedly make the break for the side of F4. And just for some sauce, is going to beam a Sunny with the Hunter Killer through the door there. Does get wallbanged, though. I don't know if it's enough for them to make the break. And it's looking like F4 are going to probably be closing this one out pretty soon here.
Yeah, this is what you would expect. It's 5v4. Hardpoint is tough enough as it is. Now you're down a man. We're going to see the guys over at Explicit not giving up just so easy. Hold on, baby girl. Hold on real quick, bro.
You're good. It does look like we are going to, with the 0 tick, an unfortunate situation, the 0 tick comes through. That is going to be a game going over to the side of Explicit. And definitely got to say that is kind of what you expect moving on into a 4 versus 5 matchup. And Sped, MVP of the team, 23-14 on the board. We'll jump into the scoreboard in just a moment for you guys here. But as we get moving on in towards the search and destroy, maybe we can see Explicit turn things around. Maybe they can pick themselves up a 5th. But this is definitely a tough way to see them go down, because they are a team that I have certainly been watching these past couple weeks. And unfortunately, one of the players that they're missing today is Solo, who I think would have been one of their best chances to keep them in this 4v5. So maybe he shows up for game 2, and maybe not. Explicit might go down 2-0 here. They were able to put 49 on the board. So can't really complain too much about that. We have seen way bigger blowouts in 5v5s. So at least Explicit put up a fight where they could. Solar 15-14. 1 positive. Deninx 10-10. Net neutral. Sunny and Snipes definitely struggled. 7-14 and 4-15. So you could definitely see the kind of lack of body potential that they had there, especially looking at the times. 34 seconds on their side is the max, and that was for Sunny. You look over at the opposition, we've got CoScript with 59 and iOS with 115 and Sped with 120. You have that extra body to rotate early for anchors. You have that extra body to leave behind to try to hold off a couple seconds on a remaining hard point. And without that there, unfortunately, they weren't able to bring it through. But we'll get you guys into the next one as soon as we possibly can. Again, I think I can speak for both of us as well as everybody in chat. Verdict. I'm really hoping that they're able to pull through a fifth player here. They have Modzy on the roster, they have Solo on the roster, and you're definitely not wanting to see them go down that easy.
No, you're not. Especially with them having that fourth place lockdown. This isn't really going to make a difference as far as the standings go for that aspect. I'm sure that they'll be able to produce a fifth down the road after today. Hopefully that won't be a case, but they've got a little bit of a gap to cover over Primal, who only sitting at 40 points right now. So yeah, it's a 4v5, but in reality, it's not going to have as much implications as you would think. We're going to flip sides, actually. We're going to see, right before the Search and Destroy, we're going to see F4 on the defense and the attack come through for Explicit. This might favor the 4v5 if they have to continue on like this. At any point, a 4v5 is never the case, but if you can do it, I've always seen it done better on a Search or Destroy, so we'll see if they, kind of set the tone in this Search or Destroy, get some opening picks before making their moves. Play it strategically because at the moment, you don't want to go down 2-0, but if you have to, make sure you do it on your own terms. So I don't think they're going to produce a fifth as I'm looking in Discord. I don't see anything being subbed in. So it's definitely tough, but it's definitely doable on a Search and Destroy game. Now, I know I'm understanding that F4 is a better Search and Destroy team, but this is a true test for this Explicit roster. How much do they want it? They could definitely pull it off. Search and Destroy Firing Range is a map where we can find those picks early and utilize, those picks to get a bomb plant down. But ultimately, it's going to be in the hands of the guys over at Explicit if they want it more or not.
J-Thug, you indeed did miss Tribe versus Arsenal, and Arsenal won 2-0 pretty convincingly, too, so... I shouldn't say convincingly, right? The Hardpoint was very close. I think it was, like a 150 to 146.
Yeah, it was hella close in the
it was very close,
Hardpoint.
but it was definitely not what we expected leading on into that matchup. The Search and Destroy was a little bit more convincing, even though towards the middle of the game, Tribe did find a couple rounds to swing their favor. But Tribe do drop 2-0. They're going to pick up 0 points this week, and with NYSL Mayhem. Playing against Primal in the final matchup of tonight. Shy of an upset, it does look like Mayhem should be able to bounce back up into tied for first. Mayhem did have a bye last week and Tribe played, so that is how Tribe got up 20 points. But yeah, it looks like we've almost got all of our players ready. It does, unfortunately, guys, look like it's still going to be a 4 versus 5. And that's not the way you want to see Explicit go down, especially as good as they have been playing lately. But I've said it before, Verdict, sometimes you just have to play the hand you're dealt. And that just seems to be a situation for Explicit right now. It's unfortunate because they have... they've got Solo and Modzy and couldn't field either of them here today. Who's the name change? I believe is Denynx Lucifer?
Yes, that is Lucifer. The only reason I know this because he's had this profile picture for the absolute longest. Guys, if you're out there in chat, don't pay any attention to Towel Hater or Not Brownie or Outcast Brownie. Guys, he is a troll at the highest, at the highest caliber. If you see him out there, dude, don't pay him any mind. Literally just out here for the memes. He's one of my Warzone buddies, and he seems to just follow... Sometimes I guess he's just following Day now, as I didn't even tell him I was going to be on your stream tonight, but he opened it up before I could even make mention of it. So, Brownie, get a life, all right? Come on. There we go. Kitty just banned. Take that, Brownie. Oh my God.
Brownie, look, bud, we don't dislike you or anything, but you definitely have to know when to tone it down for Mobile Mayhem. This is a for all stream, not a 18+ day or Verdict stream, so do kind of keep that in mind. Admin, hopefully we can get a update on the scorecard to put F4 up 1. Also, I believe I need to fix the spacing on that. We are in the game. We're here for this 4 versus 5 search and destroy. Unfortunately, Explicit unable to field themselves a 5th for this game. And it's definitely going to be a bit of a struggle for him, or for them here. J-Thug, thank you for all of the roses and the hype. Much, much appreciated. And Snipes actually going to be able to get a first blood, and that is actually huge for the side of Explicit here. That opening pick actually evens things down to a 4 versus 4 now, so they have a lot of potential here in this matchup.
They do, and this is a game, especially with him being on the attacking side, this is going to ultimately determine the flow of the game. But not only that, it's going to allow them to just sit back and play conservatively, catch F4 slacking in some form or fashion. We saw Speg go down early. That's a huge opening frag for Explicit. And, you know, in a position like this, you don't really need to rush to capitalize off that, because now it's an even matchup. You can play it as well as you want to. iOS going to get the nade to hit. Solar goes down, and it's a 3v1 scenario. That is very unfortunate. Snipes, unfortunately, not getting the Q before. Oh, my God. Snipes is going to be taken down, but was a sweet shot he took on co-script there.
Yeah, I was able to hop on over to it just in time to see the crosshairs line up, so hopefully chat got enough of that action. Didn't get to see the whole shot, but we all knew what happened. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get into round 2. It is F4 sitting up 1, and unfortunately for Explicit, again, if they were going to win, I feel like it probably would have been in the Hardpoint, because F4 is, I think, a very slept-on search and destroy team. In Genex specifically, and Sped as well, are actually both really good search and destroy players, so we will have to see. But right now, no first blood as of yet. Definitely would be looking at the side of Explicit to hopefully open one up. Ooh, Denix slash Lucifer was able to get a quick sight through the window there, but unable to find any bullets to connect. And Genek going to get the first blood onto Solar. It's now a 5 versus 3. Favor going over to F4.
I'm not sure how Solar dropped, but it looks like he might have got wallbanged. We're going to see Denix, a.k.a. Lucifer, going to be taken down there. Snipes in a 1v5 scenario. Man, you weren't lying when you said F4 was a great search and destroy team. They were unfazed by dropping one player last round, and now they're just coming out the gate swinging. It's a 5v1. The ball's in their court. They got the bomb on ground, which is literally on the A-long area. Snipes really doesn't have a play here. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to go ahead and say it's safe to assume we'll see a 2-0 in this round after Snipes making his way back towards his armory site. Might be able to pick up 1 or 2, but in reality, he doesn't have a secondary other than that shorty to capitalize on. Sped going to catch him lacking. That's going to be it. 2-0. F4 running the tables as one would expect, but yeah, we still got a search and destroy. I still got a little bit of hope here for Explicit.
Well, one can hope, but we'll have to see as the rest of this game goes on. Again, Snipes able to pick up a first blood here would be huge for them, so we're definitely going to keep an eye out on him for a second, because he's probably the most valuable player we have on Explicit right now. Not because I think he's better than the rest of the team, but this is exactly why. That opening sniper pick, going to grab one on iOS, and that will at least even the tide and make this a 4 versus 4.
Yeah, we saw that in the first round. We'll see how Explicit, see if they'll capitalize on this even playing field. You know, literally, they went and planted the bomb, and it just, I don't know, everything kind of crumbled after that. We're going to see Solar get a little bit of traction on this B bomb site. Going to go ahead and get the bomb plant down, 4v3. Man advantage in favor of Explicit at the moment. They got a decent hold on it. Solar making his rotation. I don't necessarily know if him holding this container site with the Finnick is it, but yep, as I say that, Injetic going to pick up that frag. He's going to pick up another one. That's tough. That's a player out of position. That is the guys over at F4 playing super aware. but not going to make a difference. Explicit is able to get on board there, but, you know, putting that Finnick on that container site was a little questionable in my eyes.
Absolutely, and just as another little heads up here, because people are still asking me, YouTube is live, and I know that the chat is disabled. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. YouTube hit me with a fat stream for 4 hours to enable chat for your stream. I don't know why, but that's the case. Last week, we were locked out for 24 hours. I didn't have internet for a couple days, including actually the morning of today. I didn't even know if I was going to make it for the broadcast. So, unfortunately, that has been the case of what we've dealt with. Ingenic able to see some heals there through the cracks in the wood, unable to find the bullets to connect. But it is still the 4 versus 5. Definitely, once again, going to be looking out for Snipes to get an early pick. He might be able to find one on Sped here. How does that one not hit? Solar, thankfully, is there with the Fennec to clean that one up. But that, again, evens the tide. It's now a 4 versus 4, and Explicit stand a little bit more of a chance.
Yeah, I don't know how that didn't hit me. I'm sitting here shaking my head as I saw it. Snipes in a pretty lethal position here. We're going to see some traction on trailer as 2 players for Explicit going to be making their way there. iOS not missing a single one with the Bison action coming through. Lucifer going to be taking one down. Sunny actually going to pick up that kill on iOS. Now CoScript's at a 1v3. The shoes on the other foot. Explicit finally getting their feet under them. Oh my god, CoScript catches Lucifer with the slide jump and absolutely violates him there. It's a good shot. Let's see if he can follow it up with a little bit of deflection. He throws the smoke backside trailer, kind of throwing off Sunny, who's inside. But I don't think that's going to phase him. Solar is anticipating the push from this side, and CoScript actually making a decent rotation here. He's going to catch one outside. Oh my god, CoScript, OP. He's only got 10 seconds. He doesn't have a secondary. That's it. That's an RIP. Sunny. Oh, get lasered. But he doesn't have time to get to the bomb defuse. That's tough, bro. Good 1v3.
Oh, it was so close.
Poor timing.
That was so unfortunate. So very close. Another, like, quarter of a second. He would have had that bomb defused, but Explicit, they give their lives to playtime. They pick up the round win to tie things up. And that is going to bring us to a 2 versus 2. And this is the last round of the Explicit offense. And, man, I got to say, if you're going to be in a 4v5 in Search and Destroy, offense is where you have to capitalize. They need to go into the second half with the 1-round advantage. And with Ingenic picking up 2 there, it's now a 2 versus 5. I just don't think that's going to be a doable thing here. Again, we're missing out on both Solo and Modzy here today for Explicit, and that is rough in its own.
Yeah, that is. When you got Solo, who not necessarily carries, but bro is just absolutely cracked. When you don't have a player of that caliber, you know, available to play, it's definitely going to have an impact on the overall team performance. You know, you got Solar and Sunny trying to pick up the slack here, but when you drop 2 early on, it's pretty impossible with the already 1-man disadvantage. Now you got a 2v5 scenario. It never plays out the way it's supposed to. And Ingenic actually going to be in a very, very great spot here. He's going to peek out of showers and is going to get the kill on Solar. Script going to follow up, taking down Sunny. We've got a 3-2 side flip. Now the pressure is on because you got to cover 2 bomb sites for Explicit, and you only got 4 players. Are you going to do this 4-man stack, or are you going to do a 2v2, like a split scenario? What's the case? It looks like they might push 1 to B, which is, oh my god, look at that. Everyone's going B right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a pretty difficult one ahead of us. Snipes is able to pick up an opening blood once again. He's been absolutely crazy today. Denix / Lucifer going to pick up another before getting traded out. Snipes somehow finds iOS. Not sure how that one wasn't a headshot, but he gets the kill anyway. Losty going to find that one. It's now up to Solar in a 1 versus 1. Can he tie things up? He's got a Fennec in hand. Definitely a good gun to have for the gunfight, and he finds him.
Yeah. That was incredible play right there by Solar. Well disciplined, knew exactly where his opponent was going to be, anticipating the movement, paid off, but I'm going to be honest with you. That could have gone either way. I don't know what F4 was doing there. Just was not the play. As we see this next round come through, and Jeddick and team are going to be making their way on this A-Long site. They're going to have some opposition in the mix. We got one player. That's Solar. He's got to be disciplined here. He gets outsed early. This could be some devastation for the guys over at Explicit. 1 go down. 2 go down. Well played. Solar, 7 kills on board before he's traded sped. Gonna pick up 1, get a hit marker on another. But the damage is done. It's a 3v3 now. Even playing field.
Yeah, Deninks with another 1 there. Make it 2. Holger coming through nasty for him here. 7 kills on the board. Ingenic, like I said earlier, I mean, this is a search and destroy team. They're not super strong in respawns, but they are putting up one heck of a fight, even though they have the advantage right now. Ingenic with 9 on the board, Losty with 5. iOS is struggling quite a bit. He's sitting down at 2 and 5 right now. Losty gonna find a couple bullets onto Deninks, but unable to find the kill. And Snipes is alive as well. He's in a pretty good spot here. They're playing the midway point. He might be able to find the kill too. There
Nice.
it is. Walks right into the sights. And that's going to be a lead going over to Explicit.
Yeah, that was some great play. Snipe should have been dead 10 times over. Losty had to drop on him, took some shots, just unable to get the kill confirmed. But that MX-9 at range, just not it. I saw him take some shots on Lucifer, and it literally looked like marshmallows coming through. Hit marker. How was that a hit marker? Follow-up shot comes through, and now CoScript does take down Snipes. It's a 3v4 scenario. Bomb is at play. Oh, my God. Solar picks up 1 on the backside flank. Oh, Losty in a 1v2. He's going to be pinched here. Actually, they're both going to be A-long. This is not the play, dude. Get back. Get 1 in trailer. Get 1 on the backside of barrels. Whatever you got to do. Just don't stack up. Losty's got that MX-9. You come in swinging guns a-blazing too hot close. Might be your downfall, but we are going to see Lucifer and Solar back up into wood, trying to get a little bit of conservative gameplay. Losty gonna go ahead and sound cue that bomb. Maybe plant it. I'm not thinking, buddy. I'm not thinking A is his move. Maybe you need to make a rotation over to B. Solar and Lucifer are gonna be tag teaming it. That's gonna be it. We've got 5-3 in favor of Explicit. They're gonna be on match point. We might see a game 3, gentlemen.
Yeah, we definitely could. Murky, you definitely gotta watch the family friendliness here. I gotta. We'll just
come on,
that
Murky.
one. We'll just delete that one. That one's not. That one's not a ban. Yeah. That one's not a ban, but definitely.
Everybody gets 1.
Gotta watch what we say there, bud. But. Yeah, Explicit, they're 1 round away from picking up a win here in the 4 versus 5. We'll pop open the scoreboard for you guys real quick. Solar with 9, Snipes with 8, Deninks with 8. Sunny struggling down at 3, but was able to pick up some good plays in the last round there. So definitely something to consider. And you can see F4, they're kind of hesitant to push up at this point the way the last couple rounds have been.
Yep, this is starting to look like Explicit definitely wants to get these points, regardless if the domination doesn't go in their favor. They'll earn 5 off this one alone. It's a 2v2 now. Snipes and Solar. Snipes. Shorty OP absolutely picks up Ingenic. Bed. Right underneath him here in 10. He might sound off. I kind of like that scope, man. I'm not a huge fan of the base reticle, but that one, the little dot, absolutely clean. Solar right on the other side of this wall. If he goes for this bomb site, not only will Snipe spot him, but I'm sure Solar is aware of this bomb location. He's going to peek in creepy. Oh, man. Oh, I think he gave away his sound cues there. That's going to be Solar pushing out. Snipes actually gets the shot to hit. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a game 3 on the backs of a 6-3 in favor of Explicit in this search and destroy.
Yeah, that was a great game by Explicit. They're able to pull through the 6-3 win in search. I have said that F4 is a search team, and I just don't know what to think now, because normally, and again, it's not even necessarily that they did bad, right? Like, We'll hop on over to the scoreboard here in a minute, but we had a couple players on the side of F4 put up some pretty solid kills as well. I think as we go into the domination and you get into where having that extra body around carries a little bit more weight. We did actually have someone drop from the side of F4 as well. Not sure what that's about, unfortunately, but as you can see, Ingenic, like I've mentioned before, he is a really strong search player that just needs to work on his respawns. Able to put 10 on the board, doing everything he could for his team. iOS, however, struggling way down at the bottom at 2 kills for him there. I really wish they would show me the deaths, COD, what happened here. This makes my scorecards really hard to keep up with. And that's actually why we haven't had any on the spawn yet, is this change right here, because I started making them, and then I actually have to go back and re-watch the footage and count how many times each one of the players died. It really sucks. But that is neither here nor there. And that is going to be it for that search and destroy. That's going to push us into a game 3. So we should be hopefully getting a 5th player back in for the side of F4. Maybe we get a 5th player in for the side of Explicit as well. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see here. The domination is going to be the deciding factor in this matchup. I've got to say, I got to commend Explicit for showing a lot of discipline in that search and destroy. Earning those points regardless of how this domination goes, it is, you know, at least you're going to get 5 points off this, right? You're not going to go away, you know, with a donut on the board for the day. 4v5 obviously not going to be...
That's big, though, right? Like,
that's huge.
That's huge. Like, you went into today probably expecting to get 2-0'd, probably expecting to pick up 0 points. No matter what happens in Game 3 here, even if you lose, you at least picked up 5. And as close as some of the competition I feel like is going to be, especially towards the middle, where I think Explicit's in the upper middle. So even if, you know, again, not being a 2-0 loss here, not just getting a flat 0, could be the difference maker. That could put them up into, you know, your top 6 coming towards finals. So we'll have to see as we get there, but 5 points can make a difference.
Absolutely. Actually, as I'm looking at it, they're only 5 points away from NYSL Mayhem in 3rd. So, granted, they, you know, regardless of what this game outcome comes through, Mayhem are going to have to get a flat 20 off this point in order to be in that top 3 contesting point to kind of just break away from the pack. And we're going to have, you know, based off of the results that we've seen so far, you know, if Mayhem take a 2-0 in this last series after this matchup, we're going to have 2 teams tied at 100 points, and then we're going to have Arsenal ahead of the pack at 1st place with 105. And then we're going to have Explicit at the very least 80 points. That's pretty neck and neck. That's a top 4 that I'm willing to put up against, you know, at any fight, man. Explicit showing up and showing out in a 4v5. They've really stepped their game up, and I'm very impressed with how much they've come along. They made some great pickups. Solo has stepped his game up, showing exactly what he's made of. Just need to. I can't see 4v5s moving forward. That's a no-go in any sense of the game.
Yeah, well, it does look like we have our players back for F4. Again, unsure of what happened there, but admins will obviously be the ones on top of that one. By the way, in chat, as I just want to kind of catch up, there was a lot of gifted subs earlier. There was a lot of roses and hypes, and I just want to say I really appreciate that, guys. We're trying to be less of a bot. Verdict taught me how to use studio mode on the
game changer, bro.
OBS.
Game
oh,
changer.
it's so much easier now. I definitely think we're gonna run into less clunky streams from here on out, because before it was like just chancing everything. So while we wait on a couple of these players to get readied up, I'm going to throw us back into the draft screen just as a reminder for everybody of what we got going on. We have by F4 a ban on the Annihilator. Explicit with a ban on the Sparrow. And as we move into our final map here tonight, it is going to be domination on Hackney Yard. And again, in a domination, much similar or very similar to the Hardpoint, that extra body could be very, very needed for the side of Explicit. Especially for, if you try to flip spawns at any point, if you're taking a 4 versus 5 fight over B, just having that extra player, those extra bullets coming out, the extra damage that can get soaked for your teammates, all the things of that nature. We definitely are going to have a bit of a struggle here for Explicit. But like we said, no matter what happens at this point, they at least walk away today with 5 points, which, when you come into a 4 versus 5, is probably not what anybody expected.
No, definitely not. It's but that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We saw, crazier things today. AR 2-0 Tribe. That's huge. The 4v5 in Search and Destroy. Explicit taking out F4 there. If I would be crazy to think that a Hackney Yard 4v5 would pan out for Explicit. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This map is already toxic enough as it is. If you've got A in the first half, you're gonna be battling the entirety of the second half to even get on point to contest for B. Not, that's not getting the point. That's you got to prevent, F4 from getting onto that B side first, because those guys are going to send 4 deep over there. You've got to cap C in order to maintain that gap. It's going to be a tough one, man. I'm trying to paint a picture, and it's just not looking good for Explicit. So this is the cards that they were dealt today, so they're going to have to run with it. We're going to get started up here shortly, as I'm not 100% sure what's the wait on.
Verdict, you are some sort of pixely blob monster. It's kind of funny.
What you talk about, Willis?
Your camera has, mega decided it wanted to
Oh
die
my
today.
god, what is this? Try and refresh, because on my end it looks clear.
All right, well, let me let me see if I can figure that out.
I can walk you through it. Go to the browser link, and then at the bottom, when you open up the actual link, at the bottom of that page, it'll show like a refresh current page.
All right, hold on, let me try. Oh, Brownie sent me a message and said the mods hate him.
Bro, don't be DMing us while we're streaming, bro. Come on. And Dead came in, he tried to get some reinforcements from Dead. Dead's a bot. Don't listen to Sergeant Dead. He literally contributes nothing to society.
Yikes. So rude.
So rude, but so true.
All right,
I'm kidding, bro. Perfect. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I'm about to say, I know that I didn't have any issues on my end. There we go. Verdict doesn't look like a whatever the hell that was looking like. Good God.
It was definitely unique. Hopefully we'll get all these players readied up here for you guys soon. Looks like I don't know necessarily what's going on, but we are waiting on the entire Explicit lineup to ready up. And I see a couple Explicit members actually sliding out. Let me hop into Discord and see what the admin said.
Well, this might be a GG. Okay, so I'm gonna let them tell us what we need to say in this situation, because I saw a little bit of the conversation, but I didn't catch the end result. So there was a question of an Annihilator being used in the hardpoint by F4. Big F's in chat. Jesus
Yikes.
Christ.
That's real rough, because that means Explicit come into the 4v5 and actually are going to take the 2-0 victory. That's pretty unfortunate.
Bro, that's I don't know how that happens, but you got everything, and at that you didn't even need to use operators in that game. Really? The Annihilator was used in Hardpoint, and there is a clip out there for the admins to check out, and they spotted it, and it's very unfortunate, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, sometimes that's the case, so I believe we're going to go ahead and throw us into our little pre-roll, and we'll get you guys into the next matchup here as soon as we can. All right, guys, we are back. We're getting all the players funneled into the lobby right now, so we're going to go ahead and hop over to our map picks and our operator bans for you guys. This is going to be NYSL Mayhem versus Primal, who is formerly Setsunai / formerly Remains of Xset, so definitely players you guys will recognize just under a new And I definitely would have to say I expect this one to be a NYSL matchup, right? Like this is, we look at the map set, we're going to start off on Takeoff Hardpoint. We're going to have Search and Destroy on Standoff, and if we make it to a Game 3, it'll be Domination Summit. But just based on how both of these teams have performed in the past, Verdict, I'm going to say this is probably a 2-0 victory for Mayhem.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a 2-0 case for Mayhem, and it's going to be a much-needed one. Not that it is going to affect their particular ranking for the season, as I'm taking a look at it. Even if they 2-0, they're going to have 100 points, and if I'm not mistaken, that's going to put them in a tying position with Tribe, but I believe Tribe beat them early on in the season. Is that right?
Beat who?
Beat Mayhem.
I don't know if we've had that this season. Let me double check.
Oh, so we haven't had that. So it is going to be a true tie.
I'm double checking right now.
We'll get admins to double check that and see what the case is. But this could put them in a position to be either tied for second or, at any rate, it's going to have them in the same category as Tribe with AR on top at 105 points. Really got to look out for the guys over at Explicit, though. They racked up 20 points off of a DQ from game 1 of that last series. They have 95 points now. They came in looking to gain 0 off the day and walk out like the biggest winners, right? You lose the hard point, but you win it on the DQ. And then you 4v5 and win the Search and Destroy. That's a massive W for Explicit. So they're right there. That's 4 teams, 105, 100, 100, 95, literally within a 10-point gap of each other. So, I mean, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're in week 5. Verdict is 100% Tribe lover, no cap. Blake Scope, you have no idea what you're talking about, bro. No, not a single side. And I'm not saying that because I dislike Tribe. I'm saying that as an unbiased caster in this regard. Like, I literally have nothing to gain from Tribe winning, Mayhem winning, AR winning. I don't get paid the same regardless. I don't get paid at all to begin with.
Well, I gotta say, if you guys want to see bias Verdict, you guys gotta watch Mobile Mayhem EU, because there's definitely some bias Verdict over there.
Oh no. Okay, maybe a little bit, but that's on certain days where I want to see game 3s. But
yeah,
I feel
it. I feel it.
We watched. Go ahead.
Well, I did check the schedule. Tribe and Mayhem have not played each other in Mobile Mayhem yet. I think what you're thinking of is they played each other in
Masters.
Stage 3 and in Masters, which was right at the beginning of Mobile Mayhem taking off for the summer season. So, yeah. Chat can confirm. Verdict, def bias on EU can confirm.
No, I'm definitely not biased in EU. If anything, I'm biased to wanting a game 3. I need game 3s in my life. Like today, we watched Oxygen go up against Nova, and bro, they got 6-0 in the Search and Destroy. Oxygen did, and it was tough to watch. Literally lost the hard point by a few points. It was just devastating. I'm not biased in any regards to favoring a team, but when you see a team win Mobile Mayhem back-to-back seasons, it's not that it gets boring, but come on now, I need to see someone step up. I need someone to step up and take the ranks of the Mobile Mayhem in A too. Tribe's done it for how many seasons back to back to back now?
I think 2.
3, considering the one that they lost was a forfeit, right?
I don't remember. That was so long ago, man.
That was back when. Oh man, what was
3 seasons ago? I think that would have been when Infinix won. Yeah.
Was it really?
I think so.
No. Well, maybe 2 seasons then. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't want to see the top of the top thrive. It's just always fun, funner to watch teams that we don't necessarily doubt, but going up against the likes of Tribes or the likes of Nova and EU actually have a shot at winning and beating a top-ranked team like that. It's crazy. So, are we going to again see another 4v5?
I hope not. And just a quick shout out to the 7 people watching on YouTube. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Unfortunately, YouTube has hit me with a you must stream for 4 hours to enable chat for this stream. So I'm going to stream tomorrow for sure, now that I have my internet back, and we'll be available for the next Mobile Mayhem. I promise you guys on that one. But does look like we are getting ready to hop on into the game, so we're going to jump right on into it. Unfortunately, it is looking like a 4 versus 5 with Mayhem having the 5, so what we already thought was going to be a 2-0 victory is looking probably even more convincingly so, but Mangoes and Meralto and Capri actually open up with a couple kills on the board. But as soon as we get into these hard points and the extra bodies being around starts to matter a little bit more, that is quickly going to change.
Yeah, you know what? I did read in chat that Meralto said if Primal put 20 points on the board, that Zim's going to come through and drop 50 gifted subs. I'm going to take Meralto for a man of his word, because I don't think he would have any reason to lie in this case.
Look,
As I say that,
someone in chat earlier said that if Explicit wins, they were going to drop 50, and I still haven't seen that 50, so...
Hey, I remember that.
Just going to throw it out there.
Hey, I did. I called it out. I was like, bro, you know what? I can't see it happening, but if it does, I need to see those 50.
Yeah, definitely not going to be the matchup we were maybe hoping to see out of these two teams, because Primal is really a roster that has a lot of talent, but just I feel like sometimes maybe don't take the practice seriously enough, or don't take the game seriously enough. Tectonic, almost with a nasty turn on there, is going to be Space picking up that kill, and Mangoes is going to pick up the return. But right now it is Mayhem 35-12 with a contested point, and it looks like they're going to make the break.
Yeah, we're going to be ignoring the elephant in the room for the longest time. Can we point out that Tectonic is using the Shickum, which to my knowledge has never been the meta, but I have always loved that gun for whatever reason. I despise the fact that COD Mobile hasn't given it like a damage buff that it desperately needs.
If I remember correctly,
fire buff, maybe.
The Chickum in COD Mobile is full auto, isn't it?
No, it's 3-round burst.
Is it burst? Okay.
It is.
Neat. So kind of like a good version of the KSP.
Well, actually, surprisingly, the KSP hits. It's just the rate of fire is so booty. You can't contest when you got Mac 10s and MP5s and Bullfrogs to compete with. That KSP is just not a factor.
Well, I apparently have the spectator curse going on here. It seems like every time I switch to somebody, they die. But we are going to be able to see Leon pick up a kill onto Capri there. Did he literally just respawn right where Leon killed him? That's wild. Okay. That needs to be fixed, Codbo. That was pretty rough. That was a hard spawn trap, and once again, it is going to be Mayhem making the break here. As you mentioned, Tectonic with the Chickum has been absolutely roasting it. 7-4 for him. But Nero and Leon, 10 kills on the board each as well.
Yeah, Tectonic picking up his 8 there, and I just can't, for some reason, change point of view. I gotta watch Tectonic and his venture with his Chickum. I don't know why, but I'm just so fascinated with it. And just for reference, too, I do believe that Capri, based off his profile picture, that's Codeine, right?
I believe so, yes.
That's got to be CoDM. I've never seen anybody else use that profile picture. Bart Simpson pouring whatever substance that is. We'll assume that it's not legal into the bottle, but that's definitely got to be CoDM. And as NYSL Mayhem going to pick up some big frags, open the door for this P4 retake. Tectonic going to be the gatekeeper on the outskirts, picks up 2 big kills. He's yet to use his death machine. He's got 10 kills on the board with the Shickham alone, and he is on point. That is going to be game 1 as we're looking at 140 and counting. I don't think Primal is going to be in a position to contest here.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case. We do have a couple kills picked up, but it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, they're unable to get their feet on the point, unable to stop NYSL ticking over to that 150. And that's definitely a big game, as expected for Mayhem. Again, we would have given Mayhem the edge in the first place, let alone the fact that we went into a 5 versus 4 Mayhem favor. So I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that this is a 2-0 Mayhem victory. They are, in my opinion, I think Mayhem is probably the strongest search and destroy team in North America right now. Even though we saw the 4 versus 5 upset earlier, Explicit versus F4 was a totally different level of playing field than, unfortunately, a crippled Primal up against the likes of NYSL Mayhem. And CoScript, I appreciate you being in chat. I'm pronouncing your name properly now, I promise. We've got it. The IGN made it very, very clear that I am just a ginormous bot. But go ahead and peek on at the scoreboard here. Nobody positive on the side of Primal. Meralto and Capri / CoDM, pretty close. -4 and -2 for the likes of them. Nero, who I am so excited to have on the spawn this Thursday. Big game for him. 15-5 with a minute 32 on the hill. Top frag, top OBJ, top score, and you can't argue with it. I mean, I have been someone who has hyped up Nero quite a bit in the past, and you know, it's unfortunate that people come into chat and they'll be like, "Oh, Nero's washed. Nero's not any good." And you look at the scoreboard and he's only like 2 or 3 negative, but he has 2 minutes on the hill. Like, it is hard to complain when you're quite often like a player that gets left on the hill and does get killed. I mean, that is kind of your job. Your body is to be there. Your team's pushing up, trying to get the anchor so that when you respawn, you're going to get that next objective and be able to set up with the team, and then it's just going to be a repeat. But he showed up in a big way here today.
He did indeed, and the Shickham play from Tectonic was one to watch as well. As he didn't top frag like Nero. Nero, one of those players that don't get nearly as much credit as he deserves. We're going to give him some light here. So 15-5 popping off, got some hill time. We'll see what he does in this search and destroy. I gotta pick up a comment that Passive made in chat earlier. You could argue that Tribe haven't played a team that has a sniper on Little B level in search. Did you not watch the series earlier? You obviously didn't, because they literally got picked apart by snipers. The occasional Bison, the occasional shorty pickup, but literally everything that Arsenal capitalized on was from sniper picks. So if you go back and rewatch the VOD of this stream, you'll see AR, 2-0 Tribe earlier on in it, and the sniper play from Asta, the sniper play from multiple players, Saxy even.
Yeah, Saxy and
just huge.
And Molly were the big two, but yeah. And yeah, I mean, Tribe is definitely still a strong team, right? Like nobody's here saying definitely. Tribe is not a good team. You know, they had an off day. It happens. Arsenal had been looking phenomenal the past couple weeks. It wasn't the outcome I expected, but again, it's not about who's the better team. It's about who's the better team today. And Arsenal was the better team today.
We're going to jump straight into this search and destroy standoff. Meralto with the shots taking down space. We're going to see a 5v5 now as we do see the 5th player, Volky, coming through for It's going to even the playing field. As a matter of fact, it's going to give the guys over at Primal a one-man advantage as we're getting into this attacking strategy from Primal. Volky's got the bomb in hand. They're making a collective push. This A side gonna be cleared out. No, Nero's still there. Tectonic's still there. Tectonic gonna get taken down. And now Primal looking very good in the search and destroy early on.
Well, me and Bobby have talked about this map with Meralto specifically a lot. And Meralto has his good games, he has his bad games, but 9 times out of 10, you've got Meralto on Search and Destroy, and you've got Search and Destroy on Standoff. That's going to be a game for Meralto, and, you know, he's the unofficial, like, wallbang king on this map as well. I hope we get to see some tonight, Verdict, but like I said, Meralto on Standoff, on Search and Destroy, 3-0 right now, proving a point. And this is their probably the one map, if they had a ghost of a chance to beat NYSL Mayhem and Search and Destroy, this would be it. So
yeah, this would definitely be it. And we made a comment earlier, NYSL Mayhem, probably one of the better Search and Destroy teams. I got to say, Primal coming out the gate swinging hard. They pick up another opening frag, taking down Awaken this time. You know, Primal starting to look like a contender in this series, and this matchup might be able to take it to a game 3. Granted, it's early on. Very precise movement, very precise communication, it seems, as they were able to capitalize on the placement of getting that bomb at A. They cleared the site effectively. They made a very great first impression of the Search and Destroy. They're going to have to continue on as Tectonic going to be on the A bomb site effective, as well as Nero, as I see Volky making his way onto the statue tank, trying to get the comms, what he needs to get over. Where is the rest of his team, though? If you're going to make a push towards A, he's not going to do it successfully. There's no way he takes down Nero and Tectonic. Nero peeking out, going to play Discipline. Tectonic gets the frag. That's the kind of game sense that I'm questioning now. Primal had a great opening round. It's going to follow up with a little bit of a dud in this first beginning. Nero actually going to get spotted. Tectonic and Meralto are going to encounter. Tectonic going to be taken down. As soon as I open my big fat mouth, we're going to see Primal yet again looking very decent here in the Search and Destroy.
The bomb has been planted.
yeah, you're absolutely right. Sorry, I was dealing with choking on my tea for a minute there, but I think we're back. Space is going to get a hit marker, but it is going to be Meralto that cleans up the kill. And that's going to be a 2-0 lead now in favor of Primal. I almost called it
the words that we thought we wouldn't hear. Primal taking the lead early on, setting the stage for this matchup as they took the 4v5 like some champs. Nobody left the lobby. They knew what they were getting their hands into. Space finally going to get his feet on the ground, taking down Meralto, getting on the board. As that's a huge frag for NYSL Mayhem. They're going to have to capitalize, play it still conservatively, as Primal just seems to know what they're doing so far in this search.
Apparently,
yeah, man, I'm starting to feel Primal here. This is starting to look like it might go to a game 3 if they can continue to execute their game plan.
Yeah, it's definitely a big map for them, but it is not going to be an easy one nonetheless. We do see an advantage over to NYSL at this point, and they're starting to come alive a little bit in the Search and Destroy. It is a 4 versus 2. Make it a 4 versus 1. Why am I not watching Awaken here? That's why, because I would have just caster cursed him. Well, I guess I did, but we do have...
Shame on you.
Yeah, we do have Space alive, Nero, and Tectonic. And on the defense here, I highly doubt, as good of a player as Mangoes actually is, I doubt he's able to get the plant and clutch up this round, so we'll have to see. Also, Wiki, I gave you super mod if things get out of hand, man. I trust you. I trust you.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
I am still shocked that Mangoes is still alive. Not going to make a difference, though. Nero comes through and finishes him off. Literally, when he went over the jump up, he was like 20% health, and Tectonic was like right on the other side of the wall on the backside of Delhi. He escaped for his life for a little bit, but that the inevitable took over, and Mayhem starting to recover from those punches, those first 2 rounds. Starting to see a little bit more collective unit effort here. Space and multiple players going to be on site. Mangoes gets bodied. Leon picks up 2 big kills. And this is exactly what we would expect from a NYSL Mayhem Search and Destroy. Meralto!
Oh!
My God, what was that?
How was I not on Moralto for that one after I hyped him up so much on Standoff Search? He's just absolutely carrying the team right now. Bright's doing all right too, 4-2, but 7-2 for Moralto. The only 2 rounds that Moralto and Bright have died have been NYSL wins, so maybe that is the answer. We're going to go ahead and stick on Moralto a little bit here. Because, again, his wall bangs on this map specifically are pretty nasty usually. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, right there.
God. That was a straight violation. Space in that cubby area had nowhere to go. Moralto just feeding. Clears cubby by himself. What a champion. Nero says, I got you, homie. But Capri going to be there to help Moralto out. We're going to get a bomb plant down. Awaken and Tectonic going to be in a very, very tough 2v5 scenario. Tectonic takes down 1, but is instantly traded. 3-2 lead in favor of Primal as we're going to be flipping sides. We're going to see if Mayhem can bounce back after losing 3 on the defense. Maybe their attacking strategies are a little better here as we're going to see them pick up the bomb. That's going to be Nero, your bomb carrier, your typical OBJ player. They're going to get stunned coming out of boxes. Those trophies need to come down a little sooner. But they do recover. Doesn't have any casualties. That's a huge note. Tectonic actually going to be taken down by Bright, who is instantly traded 1-for-1. And CoDM in a very profitable spot. Going to be spotted and takes one with him. Volky.
Oh, you got to win that one, Volky.
You got to win that one, bro.
He was half health, prime for the picking for you, unable to get it together. Space, not quite the wallbang champion that Moralto is, at least not on standoff, but Leon going to pick up the kill on the Mangoes. It is now Moralto alone, and what range on that Fennec from Leon there. My goodness.
We're all even, guys. 3-3. The attacking strategy for Mayhem pays off on that first round. We'll see what they do here as Nero yet again going to pick the bomb up. They're going to be making their push towards this back alley area. Space picking up the champion in Moralto. He goes down early. Bright's going to go down. Body shooting coming through. Absolutely loving it. And Mayhem doing Mayhem things now as it's a 4v2. CoDM going to get one. But him and Volky are going to have to pick up the pieces as they're going to be the last 2 alive. A 2v4 scenario, not where you need to be at here going against the Mayhem team, who looks like they've got their act together in the search and destroy. After a rocky start, nonetheless, they're still very much so in this, looking to take another round here. Potential 4-3, but Volky going to get spotted. I think that's Leon who's back in spawn, playing some damage control here. Might be able to find the trade, but we'll see.
To be fair, Scouty, if you compare the Fennec at range compared to like the Bison and the QXR of the like Masters patch, for example, this is an SMG, right? Like you can make it work if you're good in the mid range, but that is if you're Leon. Apparently, I totally missed Awaken picking up the kill there, but that's now a lead going over to the side of NYSL Mayhem, who are now 2 short rounds possibly away from picking up the 2-0 victory. But obviously with the performance that we've seen out of Primal here today, we can't really complain too much. Moralto, 8-5. Capri/CoDM, 6-4. Mangoes and Bright, 5 kills on the board. Volky with the ginormous donut. Definitely a reason that this game is as close as it is. We look at the opposition, and it's all 4-4, 5-5, 6 for NYSL Mayhem. So very, very close game overall. And we'll have to see. Volky is going to get picked off by Space there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Volky's got going on, but dropping a donut in a search and destroy game of this magnitude just not going to cut it. I'm not picking on you, bro, but there were several gunfights that I saw. And, you know, we saw the one in Cubby, right? Nero was super weak. I don't know how he didn't win that one. Just could not get the shots to land. Some days it just be like that. 5v4, bombs planted. Man advantage is in favor of Mayhem. As about 36 seconds on the clock. We're going to see how they defend this site. We're going to see some shots from Bright. Smoke is down. Leon. My God, Leon is on a rampage right now. He picks up 2. Might be able to take down Moralto if he can test. Oh my God, Moralto. The shots.
Last one. Complete mission.
He's going to have to 1v2 here. Nero's going to be his first contestant. Nero's going to be his last one for that round. And that's a 5-3 match point now. Mayhem looking to clutch this series up in 2. Could very well do so in this next round.
Yeah, and that would be big for them because, again, they had a bye last week where Tribe was able to pick up 20 points. And Mayhem have not lost a series yet. So the bye and the loss for Tribe will equal out. Leon gonna pick up 1 kill, gonna pick up 2. Glad we switched to him just in time, but Mango's gonna come through with the refrag. Space gonna get the plant down. It's a 4 versus 3. 40 seconds on the clock. Primal need to clutch this one up here. Mango's gonna pick up 1 kill on Tectonic. We do have Meralto making his rotation over. I hope I didn't just curse Space by flicking off him when he was getting that shot. But only 20 seconds to go. Primal need this to clutch up. Bright, he's going to find the 1 onto Space. He's going to find 2 onto Nero. Awaken is going to fall. There's body shooting. And we are still alive for Primal.
Bomb defused.
Primal says, not today, my guys. This is not how we're going to end this search and destroy. They're going to take us to another round. 1 more and we'll flip sides, but we're going to have to get past this 1 in order to do so. Did Volky get on board yet? No, he's still got a fat donut, bro. I need some contribution. I don't care if you put a breadstick up, bro. Just give me 1. I can't have this search and destroy game end and you have 0 kills. Not a good look. Bomb picked up, of course, by Nero, who is, again, I'll continue to say it, one of the best OBJ players in the game. One of the ones that you can always count on. Mango's going to get taken down, and we're going to see NYSL with a 1-man advantage looking very dapper here. Very possible situation for a 6-4 game, 2-0 series. If they can clutch it up, they're going to play very conservatively. I like it, but you got a man advantage. You got to make that push towards A, as I do see Nero doing it. They're going to get the communications, the call-outs from Space, the push from Leon. He's in aggressive position. Capri there on Tractor's site. That might be a problem. But not enough for... oh my God, what a nade from Awaken!
That was... I'm so glad I was sitting on him behind the tractor there, because that literally domed him in the face and exploded. That was perfect cooked nade, perfect placement from Awaken. Tectonic does fall, but Nero, he's going to get the bomb plant. And 40 seconds on the clock. Primal need to clutch up another 3 versus 4. I don't know if they're going to do it this time. The position that we have, NYSL Mayhem in. This is going to be a kill for Nero, picking up the easy 1 onto Volky. It's now Bright.
Oh.
He's going to fall to Leon. And that's going to be the 2-0 win, going over to the side of NYSL Mayhem.
Bro, that nade to CoDM's face, I don't even think it landed. It was like literally eye level. Just exploded right there on him, bro. He couldn't do anything about it. By the time he reacted, he was dead. That's tough. But that is what you call map awareness and a well-executed strategy from them. They got the nade toss, opened the door to get the bomb frag. And, of course, NYSL Mayhem are going to take it 2-0. That was a well-played search and destroy. It was a well-fought match for Primal. Got to give them credit where credit's due. They came out the gate swinging, just ultimately not enough to take on NYSL Mayhem. They're going to earn those 20 points. And wow, that was a phenomenal series. Even though the first game was a 4v5, that search and destroy got pretty sweaty.
Yeah, it definitely did. Leon, great game for him for search, but honestly, you got to give the spotlight to Nero today. In the hardpoint, top frag, top OBJ, coming into the search and destroy puts up 7 on the board as well. And that was a great game from Primal as well. Now, granted, that is their best search and destroy map. That was the best chance they had to win. They were unable to find it through. Unfortunately, Volky, I think, dropped like an 0-9. So hopefully for future games against maybe more even matchups, I would say maybe we see him pick his game up a little bit, because NYSL, a strong search and destroy team, if not the strongest in North America. So you definitely got to be happy with their performance here today. And yeah, I for a short day, I don't really have very many complaints. We got to see the upset in game 1 where we had versus Tribe versus Arsenal. Arsenal came through with a 2-0 victory, which I don't think anybody would have been expecting leading into today. I think at best we would have said, maybe Arsenal picks up one, and if so, probably the search and destroy. But they came through with a close win over Tribe. I do believe our standings are hopefully updated. This looks right, so we'll go ahead and pop into today. And it looks like we're going to have Arsenal actually in first place with 105 points, followed by the second place tie of NYSL Mayhem and Tribe Gaming. And again, I think an important thing to keep in mind here is that Tribe lost this week, but NYSL had a bye last week. So moving on into the rest of the series or season, Tribe will still have another week or two maybe even that they pick up 0 points due to having byes, whereas NYSL, they're only going to have one more bye remaining. I'd have to look at the schedule for Arsenal as well. I don't remember if they've had any byes thus far. But that drops us down into fourth place, which is Explicit, who were able to pick up 20 points here today despite being a 4v5. They were able to clutch up the search and destroy, and due to an annihilator usage by the side of F4, the hardpoint that they had originally won ended up being a DQ, so the 2-0 20-point advantage goes over to Explicit. Primal sit in 5th place right now with 40. Shreddit 6th with 35. Mafia and ARP tied at 7th place, but I definitely got to make sure everybody understands that ARP, they did take the place of Fuse. They came into the tournament late, and they were granted no points for a late arrival. So that is a reason that they are sitting down where they're at right now. We'll definitely see some of them on Thursday, I believe they're on the lineup, so keep an eye out for that. Strikezone down at 15, and F4 unfortunately down at -10. So that is the standings as of now. I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys for a second, and we'll also pop on over to the results of the day just for a quick recap for anybody. But verdict. You don't get to cast NA that often. I think you're the new primary co-caster when Bobby's not here, so we'll be seeing more of you. As we were mentioning earlier on the stream, we're going to have the Spawn EU on Thursday since I didn't have internet today. And I got to say, I'm pretty excited about that. We have Jim from EU, Jim CoDM from Cold Esports. And then Thursday as well, we'll have the Spawn after NA with Neru from NYSL. So it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, anything to close us out, Verdict?
Bro, I gotta say, I have to thank you guys for supporting us week in, week out, man. I had a fun blast here with the day as we got to catch some pretty sweaty matchups. That Arsenal upset over Tribe, that was definitely one for the season. If I could pinpoint I know the season's not over with, but if I could pinpoint a moment of just absolute craziness, that would be it. Coming into today's matchups, I did not expect to see Arsenal pop off that well. And they were just on all 4 cylinders, letting everything out. And I have to absolutely say that they are in that top #1 positioning right now for a reason. They're looking really good. Going to be keeping an eye on them for the regular season moving throughout. I know I'll be co-casting with you on Thursdays moving forward. Today was just a bit of a spur-of-the-moment situation where you got the host, and Bobby will be back on Thursday. So looking forward to the rest of the season and how it pans out. And should be a pretty sweet one, as we're already seeing some upsets early. We're only in week, what is this, 5?
Yeah, this is week 5, and I'm actually looking. There might be a typo on Arsenal's score.
Okay.
I'm double checking right now. It might actually be a 3-way tie with Arsenal, Tribe, and Mayhem in first.
Okay.
Might. I'll let you guys know before we cut the stream off here today, but that's what I'm seeing so far is possibly the case, but yeah, as you mentioned, Arsenal definitely a team we're going to keep our very, very close eye on. You know what? I wonder if next week's schedule is up on yet. No, it's not. Okay, so I'll at least run down so you guys know what Thursday's schedule is looking like. Thursday, we'll lead off the day with Primal versus ARP. ARP, for anybody who's a little late to the party, is formerly XRK. Parka has split from the team, and it's kind of hard to be Zarka Gaming without the Arca of Parka. Match 2 will be Mafia X versus Strikezone. Match 3 will be Shreddit versus Mayhem. And match 4 will be F4 versus Tribe. So definitely a couple matchups you guys are definitely going to be looking forward to. I think Primal versus ARP has some potential, especially in the Search and Destroy, to be really good. Shreddit, I feel like, is a really underrated team. I don't know if they're really like take down Mayhem potential, but they definitely could put up a fight. And F4 versus Tribe, I honestly don't have a lot of high expectations for. And as far as the Mafia X versus Strikezone, I guess that's going to be if Strikezone even show up next week. I believe this is 2 weeks in a row that they have offered to forfeit due to not being able to field a roster for whatever reason. I think I heard through the grapevine that a couple of their players have just quit COD Mobile, so I don't know if that's true or not, but Mangoes, actually there's no spawn today. It'll be Thursday. Thursday we're going to have both the EU and the NA spawn. EU didn't happen today because I didn't have internet until about, what, 5:30, 6 o'clock, verdict?
Yeah, that's a ball drop by Xfinity, bro. They got to get their act together. Literally gave you like a 3:30 Eastern time fixed date. Dude, come on. Yeah, you know, when people make their careers or starting to make their careers off of, you know, internet-based services, you got to respond quicker, bro. So biggest ball drop today, not going to be the F4 matchup, as actually we might have to get some situation figured out on that. It's actually Xfinity, the biggest ball drop today. So Xfinity, get your act together, okay?
Yeah, I'm still kind of hanging out. I was waiting for the official standing on Arsenal's points because I do believe 105 is not right. I was kind of wondering when I saw that, but let me see if I can actually add it up real quick. Let's go to the... Alright, let's see. We'll start at the top. No Arsenal there. They had a bye. 2-0 Arsenal. Wow, did they really have both their buys in the first 2 weeks? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, so yeah, so Arsenal up 2-0 over Mafia. Arsenal lost to Explicit 2-1, so they picked up 5 there, so that would be 25. They won 2-0 over F4, so that would be 45. 2-0 over Strikezone would be 65. 2-0 over Primal would be 85. And 2-0 over Tribe would be 105. I think that's the right math. I don't know what the complaint was. Maybe the admin are listening, though. That sounds right to me, doesn't it, Hello?
Sounds pretty right to me as
105.
well.
Yep. All right. So yeah, that'll be it. I do believe the 105 Arsenal is correct, even though there was a contest on the score there, but I just mathed it, and all of that looks correct. So we're going to go ahead and roll on out for tonight. We do have...
Get verdict. Verdict.
Yeah, we have one more playthrough of the Season 5 trailer. I know you guys have seen it a billion times, but that is the case. So we're going to go ahead and rock on through that. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Make sure you follow Verdict for the Mobile Mayhem EU coverage. That'll be on Thursday. We'll be back on Bobby's channel for NA, and we'll be on my channel for both the EU spawn with Jim from Cold, and we'll be on the spawn on my channel as well after NA for the NA spawn, and that'll be with excuse me, that'll be with Zim and Nero. Oh my goodness, Verdict! Actually, I cast Thursday too, don't I?
Oh, yeah, you do, bro. You got a packed day.
Oh, my goodness. Holy crap. Zim, if you're still in chat, you're going to have to carry me through the spawn on Thursday. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to... I believe we actually have a Maceeks event going on, so I think we're going to drop the host over there. I think it's on your channel, right, Verdict?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you put in a lot of work for Mobile Mayhem. I normally try to host somebody within Amplified, but You do a lot of work for us for not enough credit, so I think we're going to drop you the host here, bud. But
Let's
that's it for
go.
us tonight, guys. We appreciate you all for being here. Sorry about the confusion on the standings, but that does seem to be correct. And we'll see you guys either later in Verdict stream or back on Thursday for my like 12-hour day. So take it easy, guys. You have a good night.